Welcome to the afternoon portion of Michigan Robotics Day. Now I'd like to welcome Professor Dawn Tilbury, Associate Dean for Research, College of Engineering, University of Michigan. Please welcome Dawn Tilbury.
Thanks, Phil. Well, the University of Michigan is very happy to sponsor this event now in its 5th year. NCMS has been a great partner through the years, and we've really enjoyed watching this event grow bigger and bigger every year. We think we're going to set a new record this year, and we hope that will happen. And then we have to start to think, well, how are we going to top this again next year? But I think we'll have some smart people working on it, and we'll figure out a way to do it. So I think one thing I like to think about robotics, as the plenary speaker said this morning, that the robot is a system, right? You need the mechanical design, you need the control, you need the software, you need the sensors. And in order for the robot to work, you need to bring all of those things together. I like to think about the robotics community as being a system in the same way. You need the high school students that are working on their first or Lego robotics teams. You need the university education with the programs that are being offered by a lot of the great universities we have here in southeastern Michigan. And then there are graduate programs and research going on in a lot of those same universities, as well as the companies that are doing work. Startup companies, established companies, new companies, old companies, big companies, small companies, all working together in robotics. And in order for robotics to be successful in Michigan, I think we need to bring all of those pieces together, like we're doing here in Robotics Day, to make the whole bigger than the sum of its parts. We couldn't do robotics in Michigan with just high schools. We couldn't do robotics in Michigan with just the university. We need all the different pieces in order to make Michigan one of the strongholds and leaders in robotics in the national community. So this event that we're having here today raises the visibility of robotics, both in Ann Arbor, in southeastern Michigan, in the state of Michigan. As you saw, we had our state legislature proclaiming this Michigan Robotics Day in the whole state of Michigan, and proclaiming that Michigan is a leader in this area of robotics, all the way from the number of FIRST robotics teams we have in the state, to the number of degree programs we have in robotics at our universities, to the number of companies that are working in robotics, and I think all of that comes together on a day like Robotics Day. It's important for us on a day like today to recognize the partnerships we have, the partnerships between universities and the government, the partnerships with companies, especially with Ford, who's been a generous sponsor of this program, as well as a lot of the research that's been going on at all the universities in the state of Michigan, as well as around the country. We need to have those partnerships and bring all the different people together to improve the overall landscape for robotics in Michigan and in the country, and of course worldwide. So I think in summary, this is a great time to be in robotics. You've heard about a lot of the advances that are coming out in sensing, computing, algorithms, and all of these things are coming together to enable robots to do more things than we ever imagined they could do even a few years ago. And we hope when you come back to Robotics Day next year, we'll have even more advances to tell you about.